You may remember I did a little video about throat protection and how we have problems within the human community with that throat protection. The main issue being that we have blades coming up underneath here which aren't caught by either the throat catchers or by the throat guards. They also kind of come in around the back of the mask, which is a little bit of an issue. You've got an exposed point here which is very, very dangerous. So I was talking about ways that we can possibly do this, and I made an awful mock-up out of cardboard. And now I've made an awful mock-up out of fabric, which I hope you can understand what's going on with. The first thing to bear in mind with this is the whole thing will have to be made as part of the bib. It can't be a separate thing because otherwise there'll be places with blades still to slip underneath, and that could be a problem. The other thing is that I think the safest way of doing this is to stick it underneath the jacket so that the entirety of the bib and the rest of the bib will go underneath the jacket and form like a ball joint almost. I think this is viable. Most of our modern jackets are actually big enough in the neck to allow this. So simply, if you imagine that the bib now, rather than stopping here, extends into a flap. If I can just get Joseph, who's very kindly doing the film, to come around. So that now the bib comes around in a flap, and this is the same on both sides, that comes around the back, all stiff, high Newton fabric. So this is going to be very, very protective for the neck. It comes, can I get to come right around the back for us here? Comes right around the back and then will be velcroed here, and quite a lot of velcro, so there's a high degree of adaptability for various different people's neck sizes. And then simply another flap that comes over like so. That should hold it quite reasonably firmly and snugly against the neck, stop the mask from coming off, stop you from having little weak points underneath, as long as, like I say, it sits underneath the jacket. I'd be very interested to see what you come up with this. I think it's a simple design. As long as it sits under the jacket, and like I say, the majority of jackets nowadays should be big enough in the collar that this can happen, should be able to form this nice snug joint I'm talking about. As long as the fabric's stiff enough, it should move quite well within there as well. One of the things Joseph has just mentioned is the possibility of actually integrating the back of head protection so that it just flaps down over the back of that, which is an interesting concept as well. Now, if you like this, you like our other videos, don't forget to subscribe to us because we're fucking awesome.